Comrades of Labour Conference.
We're looking at this conference timetable and we can't see where we're able to debate anything about equalities, let alone COVID and equalities. So...
Okay, you've made your point.
Where is it?
I'd like to know why the CAC has allowed Murdoch's Lion Tory rag to come to this conference. I would like an answer to that.
I should add that the Sunday newspaper is not available at annual conference. It has not been since annual conference in Liverpool in 2016. And we do, however, it's got to be said, welcome journalists from a range of publications, including...
Stand now to remember all those we've lost since we last met.
Comrades.
Conference in 1945, our party put forward a manifesto called Let Us Face the Future. And I believe that is our task this week. Then, as now, our country stood together in the face of a global crisis. A crisis that we survived through shared values of collectivism, community, and public service. Labour values, British values. In 1945, the country faced a choice between a Tory government who sought the credit for the shared achievement but longed for the status quo that preceded it, where the state would step back and the market would rule again.
Everybody remembers why they joined Labour. What was it for you? For me, Jeremy Corbyn. Well, in my first job, which was for Croydon Trades Council, I learnt about organising and solidarity. We've moved resolutely to tackle anti-Semitism. We're delivering an action plan to drive it out of our party. I'm working hands-on with the Jewish community to regain their trust. That's why, confidence, with your support, we will have by December an independent complaints process for all forms of discrimination. But we can't just deal with symptoms. That's why all party staff, MPs and thousands of members have already taken anti-Semitism training provided by our great affiliate, the Jewish Labour Movement. It's why I've set up a diversity and inclusion board. For the first time ever, we're auditing the diversity of our organisation and acting on it. Voters will ask us, what is the difference between the Labour Party and the Conservative Party? Well, thank you for your courtesy.
For equality, respect and social justice.
That really isn't very inclusive, and it does prohibit people from being able to have their say in this very inclusive party.
Most of what's in the NEC report is probably good or neutral, but I'd personally like a chance to vote against it since it includes these bans and prescriptions that have included kicking out Ken Loach, who last time I was a delegate, the mere mention of his name got a standing ovation, and now he's being chucked out. And I'm not now, nor have I ever been a witch hunter, and I think a lot of us don't want to be in this party, and I think we want to welcome people like Ken Loach back.
I was really hoping that was going to be a genuine point of order, because they're so rare, but never mind. David, please do the best practice awards. But before we begin this debate, If it really is, I was about to mention the sad case of Sabina Nessa. Is your point of order more important than that, colleague?
Conference, equality is the core commitment of our party. It runs through us like the writing in a stick of Brighton rock. We saw it this summer when our brilliant England football team took the knee together to say, enough is enough. They failed to condemn those who booed the England players for taking a stand, showing themselves to be utterly out of touch with the people of this country. The Tories say they want a war on woke. Well, you know what I want, Conference? I want a war on inequality. In all its great diversity, this country united in the face of a common challenge and said, we'll come through this together. We're stronger together.
And I'm conscious we haven't had any black, Asian, minority, ethnic speakers yet, so is there anybody?
Guy over there, possibly.
A Labour government that would introduce a Race Equality Act to tackle structural racism and inequality at source. A Labour government that would make tackling violence against women and girls a priority. That's right, that's what we do. No more excuses. A Labour government that acknowledges that trans rights are human rights. A Labour government.
I'm very proud to support this actually, because as you can see I'm a transgender lady and thank you. The thing is, with COVID, women were affected far more than anybody else really.
Social justice, equality and inclusion can never be achieved without recognition and support for all women and marginalised groups. This motion supports BAME women, disabled women, women of all sexualities, trans women, cis women, non-binary people, young women, older women, women who cross many sectors and women who do not feel they fit any label society tries to give them.
Conference, violence against women and girls also includes violence against black, brown, minoritized women, LGBTQ+ and disabled women. We must continue to support funding the specialist services which saves lives. We need to continue to stop the closure of black, brown, minoritized refugees and support services.
I'm in support of this motion. As you can tell, I'm a trans woman. But since I became a woman, I have experienced undue harassment and violence against my person, not only by misogynistic men, but by women as well.
And it is why I am proud to be a Labour and Cooperative MP and the UK's first female Sikh Member of Parliament.
We need to be inclusive.
These constitutional amendments establish structures in the party for national organisations for women, black and minority ethnic, disabled and student members.
A Labour member who is an MP should by rights be a Labour MP. Am I right? If passed, we can reverse at this conference the unjust and seemingly indefinite disciplinary action against Jeremy Corbyn MP.
Comrades of the Labour Party,